It is time again for Raw, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rich. This is Gamer Life, the home of WWE 2K19 Universe Mode. It feels great to be back after a few days away, bringing these videos back to you once again. And it looks like we're going to start the night off with KO here. Does he have a mic in his hand? It looks like he might do, yes he does, so he's obviously got some stuff on his mind. We'll check in with him now, see what he's got to say. But man, I am excited for this, full of energy. I hope you are too. It's going to be an action-packed one. But for now, let's listen in to what KO has to say. So, it seems guys that I am the #1 contender for Roman Reigns' WWE title. That guy has become such an ass lately, to be honest with you. I cannot wait to take that title away from him, give it to someone who deserves it, someone who's going to show it the proper respect, be the fighting champion that title deserves, and bring it out here in front of all of you guys. Week in, week out, defending it against the opponents that you want to see in the matches you want to see it defended in. Not like Roman, who has all of a sudden become an absolute arrogant ass. He's now hiding himself behind a McMahon as well. I mean, what the hell has happened to this guy? He walks around here like he's some kind of big shot. He's obviously forgotten that back in week 1 in this universe mode, he actually tasted defeat at the hands of myself and my good buddy Sami Zayn, right here in front of all of you guys. He can't deny it as much as he's trying to. We've all seen it, we've all witnessed the footage. It's in the history books. Roman lost to me and to Zayn, and it's about time I got my shot, and it's about time he put that title on the line against someone as deserving as I am. It's supposed to be a fresh start. He's defended it against the likes of Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar, all those guys who get shot after shot after shot. It is about time that this universe mode lived up to what it said it was going to and delivered shots to people such as myself. Wow, KO's really fired off some big shots at Roman there, and Roman is not going to take it. He's clearly on his way out here. This could turn very ugly very quickly. The energy in this arena has just absolutely changed. Having said that, Roman himself, he's as arrogant as ever on his way to the ring. He doesn't actually look in that bad a mood considering he just got roasted by KO. But he is wagging the finger in a manner that's suggesting that he's the one in charge here and KO's a little kid. And still right now just complete and utter disrespect from the champion, who's obviously bubbling with confidence. Well, there you go, say no more. He is undefeated in singles competition himself, so let's listen in again and see where this is gonna go. So Kev, don't mind if I call you Kev, do you? I mean, it don't really matter if you do. You are right now standing right in my ring. You are shooting off some shots there, kid. I'll give you that. I'm almost impressed. If you hit as hard as you talk, we're gonna have us one hell of a match at Money in the Bank. Champ, we ain't gotta wait till Money in the Bank. I'm ready to do this thing right here, right now, in front of all of these people. That is, unless you're scared. I mean, I don't see a Big Show or a Stephanie McMahon anywhere, so I would understand if you wanted to just hold off till Money in the Bank, but I'm ready to go. The question is, are you? You know, Kev, it's funny you should mention the Big Show, actually. There is a reason why him or Steph is not here tonight. And that is because, well, if I wanted to whoop your ass, son, I could do it without him. Don't ever get that twisted. But right now, what I want to do is turn you and all of these people attention to the Titantron. Oh man, what are we going to see here? It is never good when someone says, look at the Titantron. So at the moment, I know Sammy's been really excited about his Universe Mode magazine cover. He's just taking some shots for that at the moment. I don't really fully understand why we're watching this, but Roman's told us to watch it for some reason. Sammy's just turning around now, bang, out of nowhere comes the Big Show with a chair. We're watching another butchering backstage now by the looks of it. Big Show's just ruining Sammy's magazine cover as he hits him again. No doubt at the orders of Reigns. Another shot to Sammy right across the head as Sammy tried to sit up there. Show's not stopping this time though. He's picked up the chair again, and as Sammy turns around and tries to get away, he cracks him straight in the head once again and again. Kevin in the ring is absolutely distraught at the moment. Again, he's watching this. I must say, guys, this is not live footage that you're watching. This happened earlier on, which is why we heard Roman say that Show and Seth are not in the arena. This is getting a bit tough to watch at the moment as the Big Show now picks up another steel chair, and this time it's across the back for Sammy. And again, how long is this going to carry on for? I know that this wasn't why we were in the arena and only Sammy and the magazine folk were with him, but surely someone's got to come and try to stop this. It's getting ridiculous now. Sammy is just getting absolutely worn out with that chair, and the Big Show now showing his strength as he drops Sammy on that little box thing there, straight from his shoulder, and we have to realise how big the Big Show is. That's a long way for Sammy to fall. I thought Show was going to do it again, but no, he's carrying Sammy somewhere now. That's the makeup area as Show just shoulder breakers in there. Picked him back up again. How long is this going to go on for? That looked really painful for Sammy there. Straight in the gut with the table. Show just throwing him, and he's really having his way with Zayn at the moment. This is getting quite tough to watch right now. Show picks up the bin. Oh, he cracks that over the back as well. Zayn's not even fighting back at this point. He's not even trying to fight back. And again, Show's put him up on the shoulder. And he's going to carry him over and drop him on the case. And Sammy's now busted open as well. What was a great start to this Universe mode for Zayn. Could see him actually out for a while the way Show's going here. He's got him back up on the shoulders once again now. And this time it's the table. He slammed him straight through the table. For God's sake, Show, that's enough now. Sammy has taken enough. He's defenseless at this point. We did mention before that if someone got in the Big Show's ear and motivated him, the guy would be pretty much unstoppable, and that is exactly what we're seeing right now. Oh, saying that, you heard him actually just wince in pain, and he's into that casing again right now. And bang, face first he goes. He's just getting absolutely destroyed at this point, and Kevin Owens is in the ring watching all this as he just ran straight into the wall this time. Show's just completely having his way with Zayn right now, and I don't know if anyone in this arena is going to be able to stop him. Where's he taking him now? He's just carrying him further and further towards the ringway actually. Zayn's just losing blood everywhere at the moment. The Show's just still carrying him around like he's absolutely nothing. He's found another table. Surely not. That's the second table he's gone through now. Is that going to be enough for the Show, or is he going to carry on? It looks like he's going to carry on even further. He's got Show now in a fireman's carry position, and he's just carrying him now towards the parking lot area. No doubt with more bad intentions for him. He's just rammed him straight into the hood of that car. And Show is still not done with Sami Zayn here at the moment. He's got something else in mind as he grabs him round the back of the neck and goes for that car again, straight into the window. It's a wonder that didn't just crack the window there. Zayn just propped up against the car, completely defenseless. Show's waited for him to come round a little bit so he can do it again. And he does do it again, and Sami Zayn here is not going to be with us, I don't think, for quite a while after a beating this bad. He's not actually laid a glove on the Big Show yet, and the third time now into that car. The car's got to be wrecked. Zayn will be wrecked as well. And Shaw has just completely and utterly dominated him in a fight here, and then ends it mercifully. I think that is it. Sami Zayn has just had an absolute beating. Owens back in the ring, just throws his mic down, and he's just going to open up on Roman Reigns here right now. Reigns defenseless. Owens is just full of raw emotion at the moment. He's just absolutely wearing out the champion. Oh, the little jab to the chin there from the uppercut position. Super kick to the back of Roman's head. And Roman's down here at the moment. It's not often we see Roman in trouble, to be honest, in this universe mode. But he is right now. Oh, Owens there, sorry, just missed the shot. But he's come back, and it's a pop-up powerbomb. And Owens is just going to stand over a fallen champion right now, full of absolute raw emotion there, and who can blame him? It's one of the wildest starts to a Raw in Universe mode that I've seen so far. Absolutely incredible. So, just trying to bring things back down for a bit now. Also tonight, we have got for you Dean Ambrose versus Elias. This is our first of 2 Money in the Bank qualifying matches tonight, so it's a big chance for both of these men to push on and make a name for themselves here on Raw and in Universe mode in general, because both have been a little bit on the quiet side. For Ambrose at the moment, he's sitting on a nice 2-1 in his won and lost records here, while Elias is actually yet to pick up a win. He is at 0-2. So what a first win it would be if it was the one that entered you into the Money in the Bank pay-per-view and got you on a pay-per-view card in general. So big chance for Elias. Another big chance for Ambrose as well. And like I said, these two can really put their name out there by getting the win tonight. And then after that, it gets even bigger as we have ourselves a title match. And not just any title match, it's an Intercontinental title match. And it is Seth Rollins defending against Finn Balor. What potential this match has got. Both of these are right at the top of their games at the moment. We were supposed to have this match before, but Finn himself tried to qualify for the Money in the Bank. He just came up a little bit short in his efforts. So tonight he goes back and focuses his attention on Seth Rollins once more and that IC title once more. Balor at the moment is sitting on a 3-1 one-loss record. Seth Rollins is sitting on a 4-1 one-loss record. So these, like I said, they're at the top of the game. They're banging form. They're both really good performers. So this is going to be one hell of a match. And following that match, guys, it does not quieten down. It is just full-on action tonight all the way through. It is part 2 of our little tag team tournament at the moment. You might remember last week, if you haven't seen it yet, spoiler alert, so it might be worth going back to watch that one before you see the rest of this one. It is up on the channel now. But yeah, for those of you who did, Titus ONeil picked up a win last week, putting Titus Worldwide into a potential final. If Apollo Crews wins tonight, then Titus Worldwide will automatically become #1 contenders for the Raw Tag titles. But if Hanson or Rhino get it, they will then next week face Titus Worldwide in a tag team match, the final, to determine who our #1 contender is in the tag division for Money in the Bank. So another hugely important match right here tonight on Raw. And then it is still not going to quieten down, guys, because this here is our second Money in the Bank qualifying match. We have got a massive opportunity for Harvey Daniel. It's only the second match of his young career here in Universe mode. And just in a match alone, in your second match, to be going up against someone the caliber of a Dolph Ziggler is absolutely massive. But when you consider that a win here tonight puts you in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and it's only your second match of your career, that is quite something, and that is the opportunity that Harvey Daniel has got for himself tonight. Ziggler himself just come up short against Rollins for the IC title, which puts him on a 2-1 one-loss record. But other than that, he's been faultless. We don't actually know what's going on between him and Drew McIntyre at the moment, whether they're still friends or not, but that's something for another day. And then the match that follows that one is the return of Mickie James from injury. She's going up against Ruby Riott, the same Riott that challenged Alexa Bliss last week, and then after she challenged her and told Alexa to watch, herself and the Riott Squad picked up a good win last week in a 3-on-3 tag team match, and the Riott Squad picked up the win there. So Alexa has not actually accepted Ruby's challenge yet, but she, in any event, whether she accepts it or not, is going to get a close-up look at what Ruby can do in the ring tonight against her returning friend Mickie James. So that is the card for untelevised matches. Obviously we've got 2 more which will be revealed later on, but like I say, high energy, all action tonight. It is a great episode of Raw so far. And we're going to jump straight into the results, and as you can see, we have got Dean Ambrose picking up the win, so that puts Dean now on a nice 3-1 in his 1-loss record, and a nice bit of momentum as he now starts thinking towards Money in the Bank. For Elias, I'm not really sure what he now does at this point. He really needs to just go away and figure something out. And as you can see, following Elias and Ambrose is not that huge Intercontinental title match that was supposed to happen, and there is a good reason for that, and what I'm about to show you now is that reason. So the match was kicking off as it was supposed to do. We got Seth Rollins coming out, all fired up, ready for what was going to be an absolutely huge match. Here he comes now with the title. He's about to defend. There he is. He looks pumped, as you can see. He knows this was going to be a highly charged, highly energetic, action-packed, massive, huge match with big implications probably for the winner because of how in form both of these superstars are at the moment.
The following contest is scheduled.
So Seth makes his way down to the ring, and then as normal, here we go. Here comes Finn Balor, absolutely pumped up himself because he knows he's got a massive opportunity and a real good chance of winning because once again of the form that they're both in. A real good chance of winning the Intercontinental title. But then there you can see Drew McIntyre, who has got other plans for Finn Balor. He's not going to be winning no title tonight. Drew's making sure right here that Finn's not even going to be competing for the Intercontinental title tonight. And his reasoning for this when we caught up with him afterwards was, nobody is taking that title shot before I've had my opportunity at it. Drew is a man on a mission at the moment. He wants that IC title. He's getting it done in the ring, so I can't take nothing away from him there. He's challenged Seth Rollins outright and hasn't had a direct answer yet. And the fact in Drew's mind that Seth's ready to defend the title against Finn Balor tonight, in Drew's head it means that Seth probably has said no to that title challenge. I'm not going to fight you, Drew, and if he's looking at this, which he will be from the ring at the moment, notice he doesn't come to help Finn Balor, by the way. Oh, Glasgow kiss there. Yeah, if he's watching this, he probably wants no part of McIntyre at the moment, so he hasn't said yes, but he hasn't said no either. He might say no after this because Drew has just, yes, he did come from behind, but he has just absolutely annihilated Balor there, and that is why we did not have our Intercontinental title match tonight. So bad luck for Balor there, maybe good luck for Seth. But Drew McIntyre is making sure he's getting himself a title shot one way or the other. That gap though was filled and gave an opportunity to both Breezango and the Ascension, who were both just backstage waiting around to do something. So Batista and the team decided, you know what, go out there, show out for yourselves, see what you can get done. And well, Breezango at the spare of the moment, managed to grab a victory over the Ascension. So with the tag titles being decided at the moment, number one contender and Money in the Bank match, we're going to be looking towards SummerSlam one way or another after that. And maybe now Breezango's put their name in the hat for a SummerSlam title shot, they're probably going to have to do a little bit more than one win, but it's got them noticed at the very least. And talking of the tag titles, part 2 of our tag team title number one contenders tournament was won by Hanson. So we are going to have the final. That is going to be next week on Raw here in Universe mode, so make sure you tune in for that one. It's going to be Titus Worldwide versus the War Raiders. Should be a really good match, that one, and that is going to determine who goes on to Money in the Bank to face Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And Kevin Owens at the moment looks like he's actually going to be pulling double duty at Money in the Bank, so I'm sure Roman Reigns might even have a little bit of an interest in what happens in that match. And then it was the turn of Dolph Ziggler and Harvey Daniel to see who would take the last spot for Raw in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and that would be Dolph Ziggler. So he moves up now to a nice 3-1 as well. Unfortunately for Harvey, it was a good competitive match, but he couldn't get it done. It was just that little bit of inexperience, I think. Like I said, it's only his second match. He had no experience previous to Universe mode starting, so it probably came too soon for him, but I can assure you he would have learnt a hell of a lot being in the ring with Ziggler. So unlucky for him, it's his first loss. He's 1-1 now. Like I say, Ziggler moves to 3-1 in his one-loss record, and just like I said about Ambrose earlier, he can now turn his attention to getting ready for that pay-per-view match. Probably the biggest one of the year, I would say. Going up for that briefcase puts you in real control of what happens in the title scene. But moving on from that to the women's division, Ruby Riott tonight gets a win right under Alexa Bliss's nose as she beats Mickie James 1-on-1. All fair, no interference from the Riott squad, no interference from Bliss either. Unfortunately for Mickie, she just could not get it done once again. So did she come back from the injury too quickly? Was there any rust there? Because she's not been that active, if you think about it, since this Universe mode began. So yeah, she just come up a little bit short tonight. Alexa has got a great scout report now on Ruby Riott, so we'll see if 1, she accepts the title challenge, and 2, what exactly she did learn and if she can use that to her advantage should these two meet up in the future. But that is it for the card tonight, guys. We're now going to start moving towards our first televised match, which is Baron Corbin versus Titus ONeil. Baron's going to try and be getting back on track. He lost his last match and currently sits at 1-2, I believe. So he'll be looking to rectify that tonight. Titus got a good win in the tag tournament, as I mentioned earlier last week, and now gets his shot at Baron Corbin because of that, and on top of that it's in front of the cameras as well. So big opportunity for Titus, who we have said before is full of potential, but we'll talk more why that goes on, and we will jump straight into that match right now. So it is Baron Corbin to come out first. He's got a good opportunity, like I mentioned earlier, to get back to evens in his one-loss record. He currently sits at 1-2 at the moment. He's been really inconsistent, as that record would suggest, but let's cut him a little bit of slack here, because Baron has been in the ring with some tough men since this Universe mode started. Starting in, I think it was the very first week, he had to go up against Brock Lesnar, and he come up short, but he did put on a good showing, to be fair to him. Following Brock Lesnar, his second match was against the returning John Cena, who he did manage to get the fall over. We know so far, shockingly really, that everybody in Universe mode who's been in with Cena has beaten him, which is a big surprise, like I just said. And then after that, he had another opportunity against an undefeated Finn Balor, and he came up just a little bit short there. So he's going to have a tough match tonight against Titus, there's no doubt about that. Titus is a big dude, he's powerful, and he got a win last week. Titus has been successful with Titus Worldwide as well. So yeah, Baron's got his work cut out tonight, but for me, if Baron turns up, the good Baron, the one that we've seen against Cena and the one that we've seen against Lesnar, because he wasn't quite so good against Balor, then he's got a really good chance actually of getting the W tonight. But like I said, Titus at the moment, he's on the up. He's done well in the tag division. He got a good win in a triple threat match as well, which is never an easy thing to do, just last week in the tag title tournament. So yeah, he's on the up at the moment, and he's never really had much of an opportunity out on his own. He's always been part of a team. We remember the primetime players. He was quite successful there with Darren Young, but them days are behind him now. He done really nothing at all after that. Titus Worldwide didn't really do much before Universe Mode started either. So this is his biggest opportunity, and so far he's grabbed it. It's going to be great actually to see what he can get done tonight, because obviously his win last week was not in front of the cameras. So there's a little edge there for Corbin, because I think all of Corbin's matches have been live. So he's going to be used to this situation where this is going to be a first for Titus. But he's come out the block swinging as ONeil, and when he hits you, it is going to hurt just the same as Corbin. We know all about Corbin's hands and how educated they are, the Golden Gloves boxing winner. We've heard that mentioned before. So ONeil's come out really on the up, like I said, and he's fired up tonight as well. That's one thing you'll never see lacking in Titus, is his passion and his explosiveness, and he's putting that to good use right now, along with that power. As that's a nice deadlifting gut wrench suplex there on a man the size of Baron Corbin. And just look at Titus feeling himself right now. If this man puts it all together, if he can get on a winning streak, starting with Corbin here tonight, he can get that confidence going and start believing in himself a little bit more, then we could see a really, really dangerous competitor in Titus ONeil. I have no doubt about that at all. But that's all ifs and buts at the moment. The ref there took an absolute age to get into position. I don't know what he was playing at there, but save Corbin at least, and I would say at least a second there, could maybe even be more. And it's just give him a little opportunity now as he's kicked out to get on the offense. And we've already seen that when Corbin does put it together, he's quite the formidable opponent himself. So it's a really heavy hitting match that can go either way, this one. Oh, knee deep to Titus's core there, and another one just driving the wind right out of him. And then the Russian leg sweep to finish off as well. That was a nice sequence of moves there by Corbin. Quite surprised he didn't go for a pin there, but he's just dishing out the offense at the moment. Dana Brooks having to watch on as her friend Titus is just getting beat up a little bit here now. And oh, there we go with them educated hands. We talked about that earlier. Another one flush on Titus's jaw there. Big shots from Corbin, and he's just unrelenting on the offense right now. He must realise that Titus could be a real dangerous opponent tonight and could pull off the upset quite easily. So Corbin's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's keeping Titus grounded. He rode that little wave of emotion from the beginning of the match, and he's in complete control at the moment now. And he's letting us know about it as well. Corbin's starting to feel himself a little bit. This man himself could be quite the dangerous guy if he can get that consistency in his game, because his performances have been really good, and this is just real aggression here from Corbin. He's just stamping the hell out of ONeil. Lets him get back up now. He tried to get him up, but Titus just swept the leg there. He needed to do that because he was taking an absolute pounding from Corbin there, who's not going to let him build any momentum. But Corbin, like I say, if he can get the consistent wins, he's performed well in every match except for maybe the Finn Balor one. But the other two, when he's been the underdog, have been really good performances. And yeah, he came up short against Brock, but the performance was there. So if he can just learn that last little bit just to close the match out, maybe he takes a bit too long, maybe he just enjoys dishing that punishment out a bit too much, playing up to the crowd like we saw earlier. If he just gets down to business and the business of winning, which is exactly what you need to do in our universe mode, big move there from Titus. But if he can do that and he can start putting a string of wins together, just hold that thought for a second. We got a 1, it's a 2, and it's not a 3. Corbin kicks out there from a big move from ONeil. Yeah, but if Corbin can do that, if he can start to close the matches out instead of either playing to the crowd or just going for that one move too many, he could become a real dangerous force in the ring himself, and he's just proven that there with the end of days. It's 1, it's 2, and it is 3. Corbin's beaten ONeil. He goes 2-2 now, and that is a great start now. If he starts now, and like I just said, starts consistently racking them W's up now just week after week and getting a bit of momentum behind him, I'm saying it right here, right now, going out on a limb, we could see Baron Corbin in the world title picture, and he could be a really dangerous competitor actually. So yeah, I'm calling that right now, but he has to get it done in the ring. He has to stay focused and not start feeling himself too much. He did that at points during this match as well, but he's got away with it tonight. It was a good outing from Titus. He started really well, but once he lost the momentum in the match, he could never really get it back. So yeah, maybe the tag division is right for Titus just at the moment, who knows. But yeah, he come up a bit short tonight. Commiserations, but well done to Corbin. Hits the end of days out of nowhere after kicking out of a big move from Titus actually. Once that end of days come, he went straight for the pin, and that's what I'm on about. He didn't waste any time at all, and he got himself the 3 count. He's got himself another win, and like I say, for him now it's just about racking that consistency up, start piling them W's up, and before long we could be seeing some gold around this waist. And I honestly don't think he would look out of place in the world title picture, but he's got to just keep racking those W's up for now to get himself there, and we'll see what happens for Corbin in the future. We were supposed to be having a main event right now, but Roman, the champion, has decided he wants to come out here. Last time we've seen him, he was getting beaten up by Kevin Owens, so we'll see if that's what he's got to talk about now. So Kevin Owens jumped me earlier. You all saw it. I was there showing him what was on the Titantron, showing him that you can't mess with the big dog and the Roman Empire. That's what we might be calling ourselves right now, me, Seth, and the Big Show, because I have the gold around my waist. I am the man. This is my ring. This is my show. This is my world, damn it. And you pissed me right off earlier, Kevin Owens, by jumping me. You think that you're gonna beat me just because of that? You want to talk about week 1? Nobody beat Roman Reigns in week 1. It was that loser Braun Strowman that lost the fall, not me. I'm still the champion. I'm still undefeated, and to prove that I was better than that freak show Braun Strowman, I beat him not once but twice since then. He's not in my league. There is no way either you or Sami Zayn would have beaten me, and to prove that right here, right now, in front of all of these losers, I'm going to show you what happens when people cross the champ, when people cross the big dog, when people cross the Roman Empire. So anybody out there in that back who fancies an ass whooping tonight, bring yourself down to this ring right now. I have a lot of pent up frustration, and it has to go somewhere. So somebody, I don't care who it is, get out here now and get your ass whooped. Well, my notes say it's Kevin Owens and Bobby Roode in the main event tonight, but oh no, Matt. Please not Hardy. We know he's losing his mind at the moment over this Bray Wyatt situation that started at Extreme Rules. Again, up on the channel now if you haven't seen it yet to find out exactly what I'm talking about. But Matt's completely gone off of the deep end altogether since Extreme Rules. We've seen him take it out on a few stars in the back, but this ain't a few stars in the back, Matt, and you're not carrying a steel chair. This is a pissed off Roman Reigns that you're about to jump in the ring with right now. This is not going to end well. I'm calling it right now, right here. I'm going out on a limb. It's a Roman Reigns win all night long for me tonight. Matt, in this state of mind that he's in, he's got no chance. I'm sorry, I'm saying it right now. He has got no chance. Especially the mood that Reigns is in as well. Look at that face. He's full of focus. Matt's made a big mistake here for me. And actually, why Matt's been coming down to the ring. Look who else has decided to join us as well. We now, not only does Matt Hardy have to worry about Roman Reigns, we've got the Big Show outside. We saw what he was capable of before we even got in the arena tonight when we watched him take apart Sami Zayn. Stephanie McMahon as well, we've seen how influential she is outside. I guess we call these guys the Roman Empire now. That's what Roman called them earlier. And did you see that Matt Hardy went for the clothesline? Roman Reigns just stood there and took it like it was absolutely nothing. And that is what I'm talking about. That's what Matt's up against tonight. And I just don't think Matt's going to be able to stay focused. He's got the talent to beat Roman. Of course he has. He's very experienced. He's been a legend with his brother Jeff in the tag division. And he has had singles success on his own as well, Matt. But this is Roman. And Roman at the moment, he's almost unplayable in this universe mode. One-on-one, no one's got the better of him yet. And I just don't think with this Wyatt stuff, as Roman went for the count there, that Matt can stay focused long enough. I mentioned it before when we've seen Matt before, and I'll mention it again now. Bray Wyatt at the moment, we've not heard from him, we've not seen from him. He's not returned anybody's calls since Extreme Rules. And for me, no one can find him, but I think you'll find him perfectly residing on the inside of Matt Hardy's head at the moment. That's where Bray Wyatt's located, because Matt just cannot let it go. Like I say, if he could stay focused long enough, he would probably have a chance, probably. But I just don't think he can. Roman rolls him up there actually, and it's a 1, it's a 2. Did he? No, Matt kicks out there. But yeah, Roman is the complete opposite. He's not got nothing to worry about. He's beaten Brock Lesnar, he's beaten Braun Strowman, he's beaten some top A-level, like top-tier guys in high-profile matches. He's defended his title more than anybody else in Universe mode at the moment, and he's still holding that crown. Every time we think, oh, this opponent could actually do something against him, he just wipes them out. So he's got no problem with focus, he's got no problem with talent. For me personally, before and since Universe Mode started, this is the best 1-2 version of Roman I think we've seen, and I don't actually see at the moment. I've said this before as well. Who can actually stop him? I really don't. But what I am sure of is it's not going to be Matt Hardy, and that's a big devastating left hand from Roman there. Another one to follow it up as well. He said he was pissed tonight, and he says he just wanted to beat someone up, and Superman punch for the finish there. Ref's just strolling and taking his time again, but even in any event, it's still 2 and it is 3. And just like he said he was gonna do, are you watching Kevin Owens? Because Roman Reigns has just completely and utterly ran straight through Matt Hardy. It would not have mattered. Matt didn't even really have time to lose focus in that match. Roman has just ran straight through him. He said he was full of pent-up aggression and he needed it to go somewhere. He's definitely got it out, and yeah, he's just destroyed Matt Hardy. Absolutely destroyed him. I don't know why Matt came down here. What was he thinking? I'm not going to lie, part of me was hoping it was going to be KO that came down here. But Matt beat him to it almost as soon as Roman said it, he came out. So yeah, I don't know what Matt was after, whether he was looking for something to take his mind away from Bray, whether he wanted a confidence booster, actually believing that maybe he could have beat the big dog tonight. But yeah, he couldn't, and look how much happier and more relaxed Roman looks after just beating the crap out of Matt Hardy. Again, are you watching Kevin Owens? Because this is what is going to be standing in your way at Money in the Bank. It's going to be a tough one to call, that one. I'm really actually looking forward to that match. It is going to be something special. But that is for tonight, guys, going to be all that we've got on Raw. I hope you've all enjoyed it, because I have certainly enjoyed making this one. Wait a minute, what's going on here now? Don't tell me. It's Bray Wyatt. He's back. We've not seen him since Extreme Rules, but he's standing over a fallen Matt Hardy. Now Roman Reigns has got out the ring. Bray Wyatt is going to jump on an opportunity to beat Matt Hardy up some more here at the moment. I said he was living inside Matt's head. He's obviously popped outside of Hardy's head at the minute, and he's just going to start taking him apart now. Matt does not need this right now. He's been looking and waiting for Bray Wyatt, who urinoggies him onto the railing. Matt Hardy's back must be absolutely killing him. He's just had a match with Reigns, and Reigns ran straight through him, but there's no mercy being shown from Wyatt once again. This is how all this got started in the first place. Would you believe these two were actually a team? At Extreme Rules, Bray did this exact same thing after their match. He's just absolutely beating the hell out of Hardy at the minute, who's not had a great night, and he's dropped face first now onto the steel stairs. Bray's just not showing any mercy whatsoever. Matt's thrown into them same stairs. He was just bounced face first off now as well. Wyatt's just continuing the pain for Hardy at the moment. Into the railing again now. Bray just stands there and says, "You were looking for me, Matt. Well, here I am," before he drives him straight through the railing. Bray Wyatt here showing absolutely zero care for what used to be a friend and a tag partner. Oh man, Bray has just gone absolutely off on one. We're not seeing him, like I said, since Extreme Rules. He's not answered any calls or messages from anyone. What in the world is he doing now? He's just completely disappeared. I don't know what he's been doing, but he's just kicked Hardy now in the stomach. He's carrying him on his shoulders. He's going for something. A powerbomb onto the steel stairs now. Hardy is got to be absolutely just wrapped in pain at the moment, and Wyatt does not give a damn. He's just continuing the assault. He's looking under the ring for something. Oh, he's got the steel chair now. Hardy's pulling himself up. He didn't see Bray get the chair, but he definitely knows he's got it now, as Bray's cracked him in the skull. He's just stalking Hardy, and Hardy, to his credit, is getting straight back up from that chair shot. But he probably shouldn't have done, because there's the Sister Abigail now. And Bray just stalking Matt there after he delivered the Sister Abigail to him. Wherever Bray's been, I keep saying he's been in Hardy's head, but wherever he's been, he's come back and he's more vicious than what we've seen him before. It looks like that's the end of it now, as he just plays to the crowd. And Matt is stupidly getting up. Bray has just saw him get up, and he's doing that creepy spider thing that he does now, watching Matt get up. He's just waiting for him, and he's going to deliver another Sister Abigail to Hardy now. That's the second, after the urinagi onto the railing, after being driven through the railing, after being beaten the hell out of by Roman Reigns. Matt finds himself in the middle of the ring once again, and Bray Wyatt is just absolutely destroyed Hardy at the minute. He's absolutely destroyed him, and again he turns around and he sees Matt still trying to fight, and while Matt keeps trying to get up, I think Bray's just going to keep knocking him back down. Sign of life there from Hardy. He's coming in now, but no, he's not. Bray bounced straight back up there. and DDTs Matt for his troubles. He's dragging a pretty much finished off Hardy now. Drove him into the corner. Strong Irish whip now from Bray, straight through the chair with Hardy. Head first. And Bray's just admiring his work at the moment. But again, Matt Hardy gets straight back to his feet. And again, it was a mistake because it's another Uranagi now. This time it's in the ring. And Matt is done for. But again, he turns on to his knees and he just keeps on fighting Matt. But he might not now because that's the third Sister Abigail now. Bray Wyatt has absolutely just snapped here on Hardy. Hardy's been looking for him, saying he wants to fight him, been beating people up who don't know where Bray is. Bray comes, finishes Hardy off, and that is going to be the end of this episode, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed making it. Please tune in for SmackDown. It'll be probably up in the next 2 or 3 days. Have yourself a great end to your day, though. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.